Saturday, September 9th, 2023. AGNDD Intellireport topic. Neuromodulation. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated Wikipedia-sourced video article.
The noradrenaline system, composed of a small number of neurons in the brain, plays crucial roles in regulating brain function and has broad effects on various processes such as neuroinflammation and memory consolidation. The major neurotransmitter systems in the brain include noradrenaline, dopamine, serotonin, and cholinergic systems. Drugs that target these neurotransmitters affect the entire system, which explains their broad effects. In contrast, other neurotransmitters like glutamate, GABA, and glycine are used more generally throughout the central nervous system. The noradrenaline system is composed of around 15,000 neurons primarily located in the locus coeruleus. This is a small number compared to the billions of neurons in the brain. These neurons release noradrenaline, which acts on adrenergic receptors. The noradrenaline system plays important roles in the brain, including suppressing neuroinflammation, promoting neuronal plasticity, regulating glutamate uptake, and consolidating memory. Despite its small size, the noradrenaline system has significant effects on brain function. The dopamine system is made up of pathways that originate from certain brain regions and act on dopamine receptors. Parkinson's disease is linked to the loss of dopamine-producing cells in specific areas of the brain. This loss primarily affects melanin-pigmented neurons in the substantia nigra, and secondarily impacts noradrenergic neurons in the locus coeruleus. Treatment options that enhance the effects of dopamine precursors have been suggested and implemented with moderate levels of success. Cocaine blocks the reuptake of dopamine, leading to increased levels of this neurotransmitter in the synaptic gap. AMPT, on the other hand, prevents the conversion of tyrosine to L-dopa, which is a precursor to dopamine. Reserpine inhibits the storage of dopamine within vesicles, while deprenyl inhibits the enzyme MAO-B, resulting in increased dopamine levels. Serotonin, a neurotransmitter, is mainly found in the gastrointestinal tract, comprising 90% of the body's total serotonin. It travels through the brain via the medial forebrain bundle and interacts with serotonin receptors. In the peripheral nervous system, particularly in the gut wall, serotonin plays a role in regulating vascular tone. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, like fluoxetine, block the reuptake of serotonin, while tricyclic antidepressants block the reuptake of biogenic amines. Both types of antidepressants take several weeks to alleviate symptoms of depression. Monoamine oxidase inhibitors, MAOIs, allow more neurotransmitters to be released into synapses by inhibiting an enzyme that metabolizes them. However, changes in neurochemistry alone do not relieve depression or anxiety, and it takes several weeks for symptoms to improve with MAOIs. The cholinergic system includes neurons from various brain regions and plays a role in various functions such as reward processing, attention, homeostasis, stress response, and memory formation. The exact mechanism of acetylcholine's action is still unclear, as it can act through both volume transmission and classical synaptic transmission. Acetylcholine binds to muscarinic and nicotinic receptors in the brain. GABA is a neurotransmitter that has a calming and inhibitory effect on brain and spinal cord activity. It helps regulate the excitability of neurons and plays a crucial role in maintaining a balance between excitation and inhibition in the nervous system. GABA is involved in various physiological processes, including sleep, anxiety, and muscle relaxation. Dysfunction in GABAergic signaling has been implicated in several neurological disorders, such as epilepsy, anxiety disorders, and insomnia. Neuropeptides are small proteins utilized for communication within the nervous system. They represent the most diverse category of signaling molecules, with 90 identified genes encoding neuropeptide precursors in humans and approximately 50 identified genes in invertebrates. Neuropeptides can interact with G-protein-coupled receptors, regulate ion channels, or influence kinase receptors. Opioid peptides, including endorphins, enkephalins, and dynorphins, form a substantial neuropeptide family found throughout the central and peripheral nervous systems. Additionally, numerous other types of neuropeptides exist, each serving distinct functions. Neuromodulators can affect the output of a physiological system by acting on its inputs, such as central pattern generators. However, research indicates that this is not enough, as the neuromuscular transformation from neural input to muscular output is tuned for specific input ranges. Therefore, neuromodulators must not only act on the input system, but also modify the transformation itself to generate the appropriate muscle contractions as output. Neurotransmitter systems in the brain consist of neurons that release specific neurotransmitters, forming distinct systems. When these systems are activated, they have widespread effects throughout the brain known as volume transmission. This occurs when neurotransmitters diffuse through the extracellular fluid and activate receptors in areas distant from the release site. Volume transmission has a longer duration compared to transmission at individual synapses and is referred to as tonic transmission, as opposed to the rapid phasic transmission at synapses. Neuromodulation is a medical therapy that targets the nervous system to restore function, relieve pain, or control symptoms. It involves electrical stimulation or medication infusion into the cerebrospinal fluid. Examples include cochlear implants for hearing restoration, deep brain stimulation for movement disorders like Parkinson's disease, spinal cord stimulators for pain relief, and vagus nerve stimulators. These devices are implanted using minimally invasive procedures or can be external. In conclusion, the noradrenaline system, along with other major neurotransmitter systems, plays a crucial role in regulating various brain functions. Despite its relatively small size, it has significant effects on brain function.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.